Now, students are always confused. You know what? I enrolled for this course, but I think I should have done engineering. Don't panic. Wait. Oh no, but I should have probably thought of a CA versus a CPA. Don't panic. I don't know whether I took the right course. My brother always told me do an MBA, you'll be better off. Don't panic. So all of these, confusions will come. You've taken it up, have confidence. Are you going back and learning what is debit, what is credit? No. You're actually learning advanced gap. You're learning how to treat items. You're learning how to take buy and sell decisions. You're learning how to calculate taxations for individuals, for government organizations, for trusts. You're doing lease calculations. You're doing pension accounting. You're doing lot more serious stuff than what you think it is. You've got to think about it in that context, right? You've got to think about it in that context and say, as a student, I'm advancing from knowing the basics of whatever I have done. Say if I've done my CA, for instance, I'm advancing to know more of international accounting. I get a great comparison between international and US. You remember, there's sometimes we do in our jobs a gap to Indian standards conversion, India books to US book conversion and reconciliation. Imagine if you are in that. It's a really good job. People love to have this job to reconcile US GAAP or advise on US GAAP, Indian GAAP differences and where do we make adjustments. It will help you in decision making. So as students, you should think about it like this. Don't panic at all. Now, whether you will get a job or not is based on multiple other criteria. It's not just because you got a CPA, it's not a 1-for-1. 1 degree, 1 job. 2 degrees, I'll get offers from 2 companies. Has it ever worked like that? Ask the people who have taken the jobs. It's never like that. People sometimes may have done law and may be doing something. People may do engineering and may be doing something in finance. So that's not the relationship. But I'm saying from a finance to finance relationship, what it does is it adds to your selectability. I mean, if that is the right term to use, as far as CV shortlist is concerned. Now, just imagine, if you get 10 CVs, if a recruiter, if a company is getting 10 CVs, BCom, MCom, CA, and then they say CA, CPA, and then say, okay, understanding of US GAAP. Now, and their need is, okay, we want someone with US GAAP. Why will they select an Indian chartered accountant? Tell me. Very less likely. Your CV then tends to get picked up, at least for an interview. That's all we want as students, right? We want our CVs to get selected for interviews. Getting selected eventually is a competitive question. You don't blame the degree for not getting selected. Maybe your communication is something you need to work on. Maybe your presentation style. Maybe you just had a bad day. You knew the answer, you couldn't answer. Happens to us on the exams all the time, right? I should have selected option C. I don't know why I selected option B. It's like that, right? Somebody asked you about pension accounting and you were so overwhelmed and you answered a little bit about accrual accounting. It's possible. Somebody asked you about operating lease. You ended up answering about finance lease. Somebody asked you cash flow as a hedge and you answered something else. So it always happens that you with that actually get selected for the interview, and then it's really up to you to make it. So don't get confused about, okay, what am I doing? Should I stop this and start something else? Because these are thoughts that cross people's minds, right? As students or even as people working the job. Hey, should I just stop this and start off with my MBA? Maybe that's got a better prospect. How do you know it's got a better prospect? You are studying something extremely technical. Please value this and build on this.